Maybe you feel nervous before speaking in a group. Maybe your heart beats fast when you meet new people. Maybe you avoid certain situations because you are afraid of saying the wrong thing. If any of this sounds familiar, this episode is for you. We are going to talk about what social anxiety really is, why it happens, and most importantly, what small steps you can take to feel more confident in social situations. And as always, here on Effortless Learner, as you listen, you are also improving your English naturally. No stress, no pressure. Just easy, effortless learning. This episode is for B1 learners, so I will speak slowly, clearly, and with useful everyday expressions. Are you ready? Let us begin. Part 1. What is social anxiety? First, let us understand what social anxiety actually is. Social anxiety is a feeling of fear or worry in social situations. It is the fear of being judged, embarrassed, or rejected by other people. It is more than just being shy. Shyness is a personality trait. Social anxiety is a feeling that can become so strong that it stops you from doing things you want to do. For example, a person with social anxiety might avoid going to parties, refuse to speak in class, or feel sick before a job interview. They might replay conversations in their head for hours after they happen, thinking, did I say something wrong? Did they think I was stupid? It is exhausting. And it is very, very common. Millions of people around the world experience social anxiety every single day. So if you feel this way, please know you are not alone, and there is nothing wrong with you. Even I have had moments like this. Learning to manage them changed my life, and I believe it can change yours too. Part 2. What does social anxiety feel like? Let me describe what social anxiety feels like in the body and in the mind. This is important because sometimes people do not even realize what they are experiencing has a name. In the body, social anxiety can feel like a fast heartbeat, sweaty hands, a tight chest, or a shaky voice. Your face might turn red. Your stomach might feel like it is full of butterflies, or even feel sick. In the mind, you might hear thoughts like, everyone is looking at me. I am going to say something embarrassing. They do not like me. I should just leave. These thoughts come very fast, and they feel very real. The difficult thing about social anxiety is that your brain is trying to protect you. It sees a social situation as a danger, like a threat. But of course, talking to people is not truly dangerous. Your brain just needs to learn that. And here on Effortless Learner, we believe that learning, whether English or life skills, always happens one small step at a time. Part 3. Common situations that trigger social anxiety. Social anxiety does not feel the same for everyone. For some people, it happens in big crowds. For others, it happens in very small, personal conversations. Here are some common situations that can trigger social anxiety. Speaking in public, giving a presentation, answering a question in class, or speaking at a meeting. Meeting new people, introductions, small talk, or starting a conversation with a stranger. Being the center of attention, someone singing happy birthday to you, or everyone looking at you at once. Eating or drinking in front of others, worrying that people are watching and judging you. Using the phone in public, making a call, or even just reading a message when someone might see your screen. Entering a room full of people. That moment when you open a door and everyone might look at you at once. Do any of these feel familiar? If yes, keep listening, because next we are going to talk about what you can actually do about it. Part 4. Simple Habits to Manage Social Anxiety. Here on Effortless Learner, we always focus on simple, practical steps. No complicated advice, no pressure. Just small habits that actually work. Habit 1. Breathe before you enter. Before any social situation, a meeting, a party, or even a phone call, take 3 slow, deep breaths. Breathe in for 4 counts, hold for 4, and breathe out for 4. This tells your nervous system that you are safe. It slows your heart rate and calms your mind. It takes only 12 seconds, but it truly works. Habit 2. Prepare a few simple phrases. One reason we feel anxious in social situations is that we do not know what to say. So prepare in advance. Have 2 or 3 simple conversation starters ready. For example, how has your week been? What do you think about this? I really liked what you said about that. When you have words ready, you feel less trapped and more in control. Habit 3. Focus outward, not inward. When we feel anxious, we focus too much on ourselves. We think, how do I look? What will they think? Instead, try to focus on the other person. Be curious about them. Ask questions. Listen carefully. When your attention moves outward, there is less space for anxious thoughts about yourself. Part 5. Social anxiety and English learning are very deeply connected. Now, here is something I want to speak about especially for you, because you are an English learner watching Effortless Learner, and this part is very important. Social anxiety and language learning are very deeply connected. Many of you feel extra anxious in social situations because you are afraid of making grammar mistakes, mispronouncing words, or not understanding what someone says. This fear is completely understandable, but it can also stop you from practicing, and without practice, you cannot improve. Here is what I, Kiera, want you to remember. Nobody expects you to be perfect. When someone sees you trying to communicate in a second language, they feel respect, not judgment. Most people are kind. Most people are patient. And even native speakers make mistakes every single day. The best thing you can do for your English and your confidence is to speak. Speak even when you are nervous. Speak even when you make mistakes. Every conversation, even an imperfect one, is a step forward on your Effortless Learner journey. Habit 4. Do one small, scary thing each day. This is called gradual exposure. Each day, do one small thing that makes you slightly uncomfortable. Say hello to a stranger. Ask a question in a group chat. Make a short phone call. The goal is not to be fearless. The goal is to show your brain, I did it and I survived. Over time, these small victories build real confidence. And as Kiera always says, effortless progress starts with one brave step. Habit 5. Talk kindly to yourself. The voice inside your head matters. If you make a mistake in a conversation, do not say, I am so stupid. Why did I say that? Instead, say, that was a little awkward, but it is okay. Everyone has moments like that. I am learning. Self-compassion is not weakness. It is the foundation of real confidence. Habit 6. Limit avoidance. When we feel anxious, the natural reaction is to avoid the situation. Cancel the plans. Stay home. Say no. But every time we avoid something, the anxiety grows stronger. So gently, slowly, try to say yes a little more. Not to everything, just a little more than before. Part 6. When to seek more support. I want to say something important here. The habits I shared today are helpful for everyday nervousness and mild social anxiety. But for some people, Social anxiety is very strong and affects their daily life significantly. If social anxiety stops you from going to work, making friends, or taking care of your basic needs, please consider speaking to a professional. A therapist or counselor can help you in ways that a YouTube channel cannot. And I say this with full respect and love. Asking for help is not weakness. It is one of the bravest things you can do for yourself. Part 7. Quick Review. Let us quickly go over everything we talked about today on Effortless Learner. 1. Social anxiety is the fear of being judged in social situations. It is common and it is manageable. 2. It affects both the body and the mind. Fast heartbeat, anxious thoughts, and the urge to escape. 3. Breathe deeply before social situations to calm your nervous system. 4. Prepare simple phrases in advance so you always have something to say. 5. Focus on the other person, not on yourself. Curiosity beats anxiety. 6. Do one small scary thing each day. Gradual exposure builds real confidence. 7. Talk kindly to yourself. Self-compassion is the root of confidence. 8. Gently reduce avoidance. Say yes a little more each week. 9. For English learners, speak even when nervous. Imperfect practice is still progress. 10. If anxiety is very strong, seek professional support. That is strength, not weakness. Part 6. When to seek more support. I want to say something important here. The habits I shared today are helpful for everyday nervousness and mild social anxiety. But for some people, social anxiety is very strong and affects their daily life significantly. If social anxiety stops you from going to work, making friends, or taking care of your basic needs, please consider speaking to a professional. A therapist or counselor can help you in ways that a YouTube channel cannot. And I say this with full respect and love. Asking for help is not weakness. It is one of the bravest things you can do for yourself. Social anxiety can make you feel like you are on a stage and everyone in the world is watching and judging every single move you make. But here is the truth. Most people are too busy thinking about themselves to judge you as harshly as you judge yourself. You are allowed to be imperfect in conversations. You are allowed to say the wrong word, to go quiet, to need a moment. You are human, and humans connect not through perfection, but through honesty and effort. Every time you walk into a room feeling scared and you stay anyway, that is courage. Every time you speak, even though your voice shakes, that is bravery. And every time you choose to try again after an awkward moment, that is growth. Here on Effortless Learner, we believe that the best version of you is not built in one big dramatic moment. It is built in small, quiet, consistent steps, just like learning a language. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I am Kira, and I truly hope this episode gave you something useful, something comforting, and something that stays with you long after you close this video. If this helped you, please give it a like. Leave a comment below telling me which habit will you try first, and share this video with someone who might need it. Do not forget to subscribe to Effortless Learner so you never miss a new episode. We release new videos regularly, and every single one is designed to help you grow, in English and in life. Until next time, be gentle with yourself. Keep showing up, and remember, learning does not have to be hard. With Effortless Learner, every step forward is enough. Bye for now. See you in the next video.